The male protagonist choked to death after drinking a mouthful of water and become a tree reborn. And it's a book with a protruding disc at the waist. The male protagonist has not yet reacted from the bed. Where is this? Not my house. How did I get to the wasteland? Okay. My hair is getting thicker. Also comes with braids. This weird picture. Make the male protagonist suspect that he is in a dream, praying to wake up tomorrow morning and everything will be back to normal. However, this true feeling. Make the male protagonist feel that he is originally a tree. Right? I became a tree. Get out of here. It's fate. So what's going on? I remember taking a sip of water, and then he choked to death. Isn't it reincarnated? Why become a tree? I remember that in the novel, generally speaking, both reincarnation and rebirth become handsome oba. Only if you have some herons. What did you do wrong? There is no redemption. Mom. And so forth. The tree is undisguised, but you can have the whole world. This canyon is hundreds of meters high. Feeling trapped between two mountains. There is still water. This is unexpected. And smell, compared to a hat, more like feeling. And there are about 50 wicker. Only one can. The remaining 49 degrees. It's like being a mom to your kids. Completely out of control. I was on the plane just now. The roar of the beast. If they come and get me. Can't resist at all. A single creature like this woodpecker. Enough to kill me. Magic sound flying sword. Modern world. Maybe snake bone failure? Maybe just as the male protagonist succumbed to the current traces. Two bees have been surrounding. The male protagonist is in control. It's like a whip. They snatch the bees apart in an instant. Right in Nanzinan. A beep in my ear. Obtained level 0.2. Bottom. In front of me, I see a fox. To die, so I entrusted someone's life. Kill a bee. Bask in the sun every day. Death leads to death. After reading it, I can only talk long and short the day after tomorrow. Say rashly strong appearance short. Think about it first. From time to time, there are some voices around. Never mind. People are not used to strengthen. It becomes immature. And the power is fast. Barbarian suddenly rushed over. Will the young master make a punishment for insisting? Don't worry now. Been around all the time, arguing viciously. Be the next listener. Half a month later, the male protagonist is gradually getting used to it. All wicker fully reinforced. I'm over now. Let's try this rock. Cyclone charge. Tornado wula banged. Most of the rock shattered directly. And this is without touching the rocks. It's the waves in the air. This trick can be a good trump card. Let the enemy climb from distance to error. So kill with one hit. And now half a month ago, I've obviously grown taller. His tree is far from growing as fast as mine. And just the roots. You can feel the continuous absorption of energy from the ground. Even if you do nothing, it can always be absorbed by the tree instinctively, become stronger than other creatures. I also have dreams that no one has ever had. Very long lifespan. And not getting sick and not getting tired. It's only been 20 years. But as the number of points increases and keep growing, always makes sense. It can definitely become a world religion. No work, no study. No need to eat. No worries. Start to become a god. Suddenly, the male protagonist heard a sound above his head. I looked for it for a while. Nest after nest. Recall that a few days ago I broke the wicker that blocked the sun. Result. It's a peregrine falcon. Medium raptor. Adult peregrine falcons are 41 to 50 centimeters long. The wingspan is about a meter. It is said that peregrine falcons are the fastest in the air. If hunting at this speed, pressure is suffocating. Now the whole world is full of mutation. There's more than one person like me in this world. My only weakness now is that there is no one. If you can tame them, then in this world, it's like one more thing. Now that things have come to this point, I can't change anything. It's hard one, second time. This time, no matter how pure the world is, try your best to survive. In another part of the valley, a group of queen bees trying just the right prey. This huge mountain can never be what it looks like. There must be a lot of powerful creatures in here. There will also be some weak ones. The presence of herbivores. It's usually just food. The big tree clump next to it. There will also be huge aquatic plants here. But just by being massive, not enough to survive here. Only strong forces can survive. Only by getting stronger, to not become a hunter here. Because men are constantly hunting in this area. Basically, there are no creatures here. Because these creatures are too weak. Can't satisfy silence. The prey caught is basically used to feed the meat, This eating looks so ugly. Under the constant sunlight of the male protagonist. Finally, the summoner who has arrived. 50 wicker sticks have all been hidden. The male lead is about to enter his final game. What the male protagonist did not expect was, the evolution of the trunk is dead. But this also proved the strength of the trunk. Smiling and watching TV. Received root reinforcement. After starting to strengthen. Men nonstop sighs. As the male protagonist shouts, the body is also shaking around. For a moment, the whole earth trembled. After a while, the male protagonist will stop. Catch the sea. The pain is killing me. It's like being constantly shut down by a swordsman. My darling, so rude. Like black wings. Total control. Is this the power of evolvers? Wicker and tree roots are free to move. Why don't you try it? If only you could run free. The male protagonist suddenly uses, just after the roots of the tree are pulled up. The male protagonist kept shouting again. Lao Tzu's tree knife. Lao Tzu's lifeblood. This pain is more terrifying than an electric drill. Let's not talk about running. Not even a move. The male lead uses 8 unreinforced tree roots to protect the main fish. He is like my heart now. If it is not guaranteed, it will not work if it is not good. As for the root of the most lethal tree, hide first. Hide first. But in this way, all violation points are used up. From violation again. There was a noise in the grass. Who? Activate battle mode. The male protagonist cleared the grass with wicker. The surprising discovery was a wounded fox. Seeing the fox, there is no reaction at all. When the male protagonists thought the fox was dead, the fox made a faint sound. Only then did I find that the wound was obviously black. It must be poisoning. The male protagonist thought that if he killed it, he could have purified iodine. But as damaged food, it cannot be eaten. After thinking for a moment, I will definitely remove him first. Then kill. This is puzzling to get evolution. Scale can also be used. It is then re-strengthened with the obtained purification points. There's a sound of night. Projection pop up. Shows that the organism is toxic and clear. Wound healing. Stamina is recovering. The male protagonist goes to such a scene. Can't help but praise yourself. I'm just Huatu alive. I saw the fox crawling up slowly. The male protagonist suddenly changed his mask. If the fox is unlocked, it will become my evolution point. Looking at the male protagonist who saved himself in front of him, he suddenly rubbed in front of the male protagonist. I let the male lead control the movement of the wicker. Don't rob me for WWC. No, don't rob me. Do you think you can get away with this? A mere point of evolution can be so presumptuous. Look at the look in front of you. The man's sudden face. So cute. Can't stand it. Evolution doesn't care about anything. Let's talk about it first. Eyes as red as jewels. The hair is also supple as hell.